Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. Today we will be continuing the Elice Dragon diamond painting. I got this painting for review. Now some of you may have seen this on a few lives. I've brought it down here so I can film this in advance. As some of you know, I am going to be leaving my house because I am getting work. There is work being done in my house. So I want to give you guys some content. So you might not see this video, or you might see this video depending on when we finish with it. So we are going to concentrate on this area because I've concentrated a lot on here. So I've done some of the stuff off camera. So I think we're going to focus on this area. So then I'm going to zoom in so you guys can see the symbols. That is A, and the legend happens to be here, so I'm going to zoom back out so you guys can see where the legend is. The legend is on this side of the painting, just so you guys can see that. So, seven is A. And I have kitted it up. I did show you guys the kit before, so. And the drills are round. So I'm going to take out my paint pen. This pen comes from Jim of Black Wolf Woodworks. It is this one is called Autumn Twilight, if anybody is curious. It looks very different, a little bit. My light is different, so if anybody's wondering what I'm using, this is the one I did. You can purchase his pens on his website, Black Wolf Woodworks. I'm seeing where else there can be an A. See some A's there. It is round. I have already put wax on my pen. I don't see any other A's. So I'm going to put that back. The one little drill I have back. So now we want the stars. Okay, when I do that, I roll over it and then now we need stars, and the star is number 11. You know, it's always a weird thing when you're doing the painting on a That's what happens when you go too fast. Fast with your camera. Where you get to see it. This is the tinier painting. This is a 40 by 30. I was given this for review, which means I didn't pay for it. And I must say, this is a very nice little canvas. It's a smaller canvas. The nice thing about smaller canvases is they're quicker, they're easier to use, they're more compact. You can roll them up a lot easier. Sometimes you can put these, if you have a big enough scrapbook, you can put these in scrapbooks. Or what I have found that works for me is buy yourself a big poster thing that they get at comic book conventions, and you put it in as poster size. 2. Now number 2 is 13. You know, someone asked me, are rounds or squares easier? Well, you know, I've done a lot of squares, but I must say I think rounds are a lot easier to use. Because you don't have to have them like perfectly fit. You can move them a lot easier. Sometimes it's that one little stray that so now we want 6, which is number 6. Now some people will do it by section, some people will go, oh, I'm going to do the numbers like that. But you know, everybody does it, has a different methodology to doing paintings. You know, it's kind of like the same way, you know, when you color, that you have a different methodology. The idea is to find all the numbers. I think the number 6 is. There should be more number 6s. Over there. You know, someone asked me what is my favorite size, and you know, honest to God, I must say that I really, really like, honestly, I really, really like the 40 by 30s, but when I'm doing bigger canvases, I like the 40 by 55 because they're not too big, they're not too small. You know, people say the bigger the canvas, the better pixelation you get, because if they're too small, the pixelation isn't very good. Now we have the dot. What is the dot? The dot is number 12. Now it's important to follow the code so you get the best looking painting that you can. There was someone who once told me, oh, just put the diamonds anywhere. And I'm like, I kind of got a little miffed at that because I was taught that that's not how you paint, because then you don't get the best result. See, when you're looking through the camera, it's a lot different. It's funny because when I'm doing this in the camera, I sometimes see things a lot clearer. Than if I was just coloring it. Make it look really nice. They're saying I need a number 4. See, I need a number 4. What is number 4? 17. Now, some people will go and be like so great at the multiplacer. Tell you the truth, I'm not very good at the multiplacer. I can't use it for, I mean, you can use it, but Like with squares, I couldn't do that. Number 8. What is number 8? 21. See, when I move this, it doesn't always translate. See, this is why I'm not very good at these videos yet. Because I'm still learning how to, you know, you guys who do videos know that sometimes some things are more trial and error when you're learning how to do them. See all those? Well, usually the symbols are right next to each other. But the code is there to help you. You know, I watched Takeover, which was very good, by the way. Now, E is number 2. But I think I see more 8s, so let's work with, oh, I didn't mean to do that many 8s. Oh well, then I guess we're gonna just have to find the 8s. See, here's where you would put a multiplacer. You know, it is fun to do these because then you get a nice piece of art when you're done with them. Some people even hang these up. I've hanged up a few of them already. So I really enjoy doing them. Now it's kind of like doing a pattern, and then when it comes all out, you really like the result. It's almost like a color by number in a way. I know a lot of people who like color by numbers. You know, I'm watching a lot of old the shows too. I'm looking forward to getting caught up in some other shows, but I gotta finish watching what I'm first watching. I'm enjoying The Boys. I think it's an amazing series, but I think it's like really, really not your traditional show, and I think maybe that's why a lot of people like it, because it's not a Pollyanna show, as they like to call it. You know, we always, like when we watch superheroes, it's always good versus evil. But in this show, you don't like the heroes avoid. And there was this moment in The Boys where they started singing, "We Didn't Start the Fire," Huey and Starlight. I don't know if you were, you know, you grew up listening to that great era of music. I am dating myself a little bit, but when they were singing that, I started singing that song too when they started singing that in the road trip. That's a great song. So, you know, I'm trying to... It's gonna be weird to be away from my house for 3 weeks. You know, but these things have to get done. So... I enjoy doing these. These are always nice to do. I didn't mean to do all the gems and the things just spilled out, so then, you know, when you're trying to do this, sometimes you pour out more drills than need to be. You know, I never understood why so many people liked rounds, but now I'm like I'm a big fan of them because they're easier to do. E, which is number 2. I'm gonna take half of that. And don't worry, I have my tweezers here. I have nice little tweezers here. These tweezers came from Treasure Art Studios. I keep my tweezers, the ones that I really like. The ones that are really, really sharp are the ones from Diamond Art Club, but when I first got them, I was like, whoa, what are these? Hold on, guys. Just gonna move the cover minder so we get that to be held up a little bit better. It's important to keep the cover minder in firm position. See, I'm looking to see if there's any more E's. Sure enough, there are E's there. There are no more E's, so now we do zeros. But before we do that, we put the drills. This is why I like the white bolts, because you can easily, you see it has a spout that's easy to put in. So that's important that you have. And these I got from Home Craftology online, so you can buy the small ones or the big kits. And so number O would be what? 18. See, we have all those here too, so Sometimes when I'm filming, I'll go all over the place because I'm filming, so sometimes I pull more drills out than I need. And we probably all do this. First time I did diamond painting, I made a mess. With the full kit, you know, because when I started off with the partial. So you don't want to be messy. Some people like just pour a tremendous amount of drills out. That's because the canvas size they're working with is probably much bigger. Then we got the square thingy, the little diamond thing, which is number 5. This is number 5. The schematic is over here. It didn't come with the paper schematic. When you buy the more expensive kits, they're going to have the schematic. Some of the more budget-friendly ones will not have the schematic paper, so they have a chart over here rather than do it that way. So yeah, kind of learn how to read this. This is symbols and letters. Symbols and numbers and letters. What are the days we're going away again? I was asking my mother what days we're going away. The 11th to the 25th. The 11th to the 25th is when we'll be going away, guys. So, you know, I also today made some So now that we did that, we have L. And L is 19. See, I labeled all my numbers by the number what everything was on the canvas so I could find it easily. Now we have this whole thing here. You see all the arrows. So you could see this would be someone who would love to use the multi-placer. And what is that number? That is number 1. We'll probably end with this, or not, depending on how fast we get through this. It's going to be weird to be away for a few weeks because I'm not used to going away, being away from my house. So I'll probably bring 1 or 2 coloring books and maybe some Crayola pencils, maybe the big 120 set, just because they're, you know, Crayolas are not a big deal if I lose them. But I will miss working on diamond paintings. I know after October, probably everybody's going to be like, well, what are you going to work on for Christmas? I do have a Santa painting in my stash, so I might work on one of those. You know, I did watch Takeover. For those who know, I'm a big time old school wrestling fan. I love the old school thought. You know, I love NXT, watching that, the Takeover. It was interesting to see some new faces, or old faces, but they've been in different divisions. Return tonight at the Takeover, so that tells you when I'm filming this. You know, I switched out my summer clothes for my fall clothes today, some of them. I didn't finish, but I had a lot more clothes than I thought I did. No, it's always interesting when you switch out clothes to see what you actually need and what you do. I also went for a nice walk with my mother, so that should be nice to do. Now I need more drills. Now some people would ask, well, if you use a multi-placer, it's faster. But you know what happens when I use a multi-placer? And some people have this problem, some people don't. I find that I don't have the drills be even. When I use the multi-placer, and then I have to fix them. So then we get the star again. Notice the star is a number 11. So now we put back our number 1s. The good thing was that I got all the colors in this, so that's really important. Because as some of you know, I got a kit that was missing a color, so I had to basically, when I was done with every other color, I had to go around and then find a color that was close enough. Since I don't do too many round kits, most of my kits are square, but that's because that's what I started with. So I had to go around and then I filled it in with whatever color was closest to the color that was missing. It did come out nice, but when you're missing a color, it makes it harder to do the paint. And so that's a plus. That everything I needed for this kit was in it, so big plus to this company. So now we'll do 3s. We'll fill up this little gap with the 3s. Oh! This is what happens when you hit the thing. Now I don't know what I did. Three is through. And guys, I'm going to zoom out. Then we'll zoom back in. And I think that's where we'll end the stream. this video. So what have you guys been doing? Developing new skills, coloring, getting new books? So guys, we're gonna stop here today. So I'm just gonna take this plastic off. I mean the plastic, I'm gonna put the plastic back on because I put the plastic back on even though I don't have to. I just want to leave the painting protected from any external damage. So here is what we've done. We've done all this. So you guys can see. We've done most of the bottom part already here. So I hope you guys like this video and give this video a thumbs up. Happy coloring, happy diamond painting everybody, and enjoy your evening, morning, or afternoon whenever you're watching this. And please like this video, it helps us in the channel views. So thank you everybody for watching.